Hey everybody, it's Charlie from DM Sound, and today we've got the sound system demo on the 2025 Infiniti QX80 and its top-tier 24-speaker Klipsch audio system. This is going to be an in-depth review. We're going to take a look at how the infotainment system works, take a look at audio inputs, adjustments, controls, speaker locations. We're going to test out the 5.1 channel support, and then we're going to head out on the road and listen to these sample tracks while we're rolling, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. Now, if you don't care about any of that stuff at the beginning and you just want to hear the music, click ahead in the video. We've got chapters to get you right to the tunes. And if you want to hear even more on this sound system, sign up below to become a Daily Motor member. I'm not able to monetize those members only videos because we use real copyrighted music, so the little members only amount helps justify doing those videos and helps get you all a little more interaction with the vehicle, hear some more real music in the car. So if you do want to see those, check the link below. We've got quite the backlog of videos at this point, or I should say back catalog, so you can see a lot of different members only sound tests. But before we get started, let's hop out and take a look at it. Entirely new for 2025, the Infiniti QX80. Still a big beefy boy. We've got it pulled in here into the shade in order to see the sound system and interior a little bit better. But this thing still has quite the presence and quite the offering of, I'll go as far as to say technology and a unique driving experience. So if you do want to see more on the car, check the link below. We're going to do a little highway fuel economy test, see how it compares to the old 5.6 liter. We're going to do a full review, and you can find all of that linked below. Now, we always do these tests with lossless, uncompressed WAV files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, and high-quality Roland binaural microphones in both of my ears, giving you the most realistic audio system demo on YouTube. We also do the test with the sound settings set to their factory defaults. So let's take a look at those now. Right here in the big single-screen infotainment system, you see a slight break, and then our media screen that we're in. I think if we click right here, is that going to get us, quickly to sound. Then we're given adjustments for bass, mid-range, and treble. Let's go through those. Is it just me, or did that sound change? I'll have to check the footage. Maybe I'm imagining something. But either way, let's go through bass, mid-range, and treble. Disappointed not to see any 5 or 9 band equalizer here in the car, but at least we do have standard bass, mid-range, and treble adjustment. Below those, you have an adjustment for the dynamic audio reveal functionality. This is supposed to provide a degree of background noise cancellation, take care of kind of highway road noise and that sort of ambient. You can adjust the low, medium, and high adjustments for that. I don't think we're going to notice any difference in sound quality here. Let's listen. Because really we don't have any background noise happening, but maybe we'll try it at speed, see if there's any changes. Audio stage is not able to be enabled right now, but yeah, I don't know why. Maybe if we were listening to 5.1 music, we'll try changing that here in a little bit. Then you have DJX Surround. This is going to give you more of a kind of enveloping surround sound and feel. Let's actually, back our track up a little bit here. All right, let's turn on and off DJX Surround. And then you also have DJX 3D Surround, which is going to incorporate these roof-mounted speakers as well. Both of those are going to add an artificial element to your music, but it's fun sometimes for certain types of music to listen to have more of that kind of surround effect. Then you have individual audio settings. Now what this is going to do is allow you to turn on or off the zone control, which is going to either be able to focus music or phone calls on either the driver or the front area or the whole vehicle. So this is, for example, if you had kids sleeping in the back, you wanted to just focus music up front, it'll utilize more of these headrest speakers to do that. So let me show you. now the music's only being played up front. And you're supposed to be able to do this with phone calls as well. So I'm actually going to try that real quick. We're going to give a call to some sort of 1-800 number, and we're going to see what it sounds like coming through the rear speakers here. Oh wow, this is actually terrible because the music is still playing full blast. There's no way to turn down the music. Oh no. So the phone call's going.
Sure, I'll hold. No problem.
That's weird. Okay. So if you don't turn the audio down before you make the phone call, then it's going to be blasting, and there's not a way to turn it down. So let's try it again now with the music down so you can hear what it sounds like.
Thank you for calling Blue Shield of California. All calls may be monitored or recorded. Are you calling today as a healthcare professional? Say yes, no. Now I need to look up the plan. Say or enter the subscriber icon.
So that part sounds really cool. That sounds good that it's coming through the headrest speakers out here. It's kind of keeping it personal for the driver. But that is very strange. I'm going to try that one more time. Let's call Costco or something like that. So you're listening to music. Here, let me try calling myself actually. I'm curious. So jamming out, you're driving. Hello? Oh my gosh, the music doesn't turn down at all. How am I supposed to hear? Hello? Can you hear me very well? I mean, I can kind of hear you coming through, but the music's still too loud, so let me turn it down. Oh no, the phone call's just being turned down. The music's not being adjusted at all. Oh no. It's still just adjusting the phone call volume. Now here you can hear it. That helped. But still. That's an interesting choice right there. Okay, let's get back to sound. Do we have anything else? Oh, the demo modes. This is actually pretty cool. This is something that I like a lot of newer infotainment systems have been doing. You can get a demo of the audio experience. This one even gives you a nice video, so let's watch it. I think that's really smart because it's going to help dealers out when they're trying to give a demo for the sound system to potential customers. And also, if you just picked up this new car, you might not have any high quality music to play on it right away, and this gives you an opportunity to flex your sound system a little bit. And that's all we have for audio adjustments. For audio controls here in the QX80, you have a nice volume knob in the middle, decent clicks, the knob feels nice enough in the hand. You've also got volume buttons on the left side of the steering wheel. For track selection, they gave you physical controls right here in the middle. I appreciate that. You've also got controls in the screen if you're on the proper menu, and you have physical controls on the right side of the steering wheel. For audio inputs here in the QX80, you have your standard AM, FM, Sirius XM satellite radios. Just confirm we got support for HD radio. Looks like we do. Then you've got two USB-C ports for data. Let's get back to those there. Got support for wireless and wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth support, and Amazon Alexa built in as well. So what does that mean you're missing? I don't see any more streaming services built in. It's possible you could download more with InTouch services, but I don't believe so. There is a Play Store. So this is an Android automotive-based system, so it's possible you'd actually be able to use the Play Store to install more of those as well. What does that mean you're missing? Well, there's no USB-A ports, so make sure you've got an adapter if you're using an older style USB-A connection. And like I said, you might be able to install a few more of those audio apps, but they're not installed by default. Other than that, you've got pretty much all you're going to need. Oh, also no 3.5mm auxiliary input jack, so it is a little bit tougher to get uncompressed audio here into the car. Speaker locations. Now, as I said, this is a 24 speaker system, and it threw me through a loop a little bit because of some dummy speakers up there in the front. Maybe they're used for navigation or something like that, but they're not used for audio. Let's go through these. We've got a mid-woofer there, 1, mid-ranger 2, tweeter 3. No speaker up there, even though you look in and it certainly looks like there's a speaker and there's a hole for it, but it's not a speaker. Probably a mid-ranger up there, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the other side. Roof speakers, 8, 9. In the headrests, we've got 10, 11, 12, 13 coming into the second row, 14, 15, 16, mid-woofer, mid-ranger, tweeter, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 up on the roof, 22, 23 in the D-pillar, and then a rear subwoofer in the back left making 24. I believe it's an 8.5-inch subwoofer. Okay, before we get out on the road, let's test out the 5.1 channel support using the immersiveaudioalbum.com demo track.
Welcome to the Immersive Audio Album channel configuration test. Left, center, right, left surround, right surround, LFE.
That is not proper 5.1. That is downmixed to stereo.
Configuration test is now complete. Hey all.
That's a bit strange for a $110,000 car and a high-end audio system. We wouldn't have 5.1 support. Let's try this test.
Left, front, right, front, center, rear, left.
Whoa.
Rear, right.
Okay, so no 5.1 support in this car. That's remarkable. I'm gonna actually message Infiniti and Klipsch, made by Panasonic, and confirm no 5.1 support, and I'll also confirm Dolby Atmos support there as well. Before we head out on the road, I do want to show you what Apple CarPlay and Android Auto look like, because I'm not going to do a dedicated infotainment review for this car. So you see right now we've got Android Auto paired up wirelessly, and it's taken up a decent chunk of the screen. Kind of an awkward little squared off section here still remaining, but at least it's giving you hotkeys back to the Infiniti menus. Not the best resolution, but you can see all of your applications. Let's open up Google Maps. You can move around, pinch and zoom. And then let's look at YouTube Music. Things seem to be responding pretty well. Shuffle up. Ooh, some 3.6 Mafia. That's a change. Coming home, and we see media on the right and nav on the left, and then you can head home right there to your Infiniti screen. I'll show you how to pair up an iPhone. Take our trusty iPhone SE, head over here to the settings screen, and go to Bluetooth. On the car, we're going to go to the settings gear, connections, add a device, pair or unpair the Android Auto device, and then scroll all the way to the bottom on the iPhone and see My QX80. I'm going to click that, confirm the code, allow contacts. Now I'm connected for Bluetooth audio. Long wait here to get Apple CarPlay to kick in. That's interesting. Is there wireless Apple CarPlay support? Did I misspeak earlier? Because there's wireless Android Auto. It seems like there's always CarPlay if there's wireless auto. Well, when in doubt, use a cable and connect, and then you can unplug the cable and it should stay connected if wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are supported. Let's pull out our media USB. We'd like to use CarPlay, yes. Allow. Oh, there we go, enable wireless CarPlay. So for some reason it didn't want to do it via Bluetooth, but now that I'm plugged in, it gave us the option. And that is a fairly unsightly bezel right there for Apple CarPlay, but coming home you can see we do have it taking up the screen, looking a little better resolution than Android Auto did. And we've got Google Maps. Let's bring that full screen, can move it around, no pinch to zoom with Apple, but it's looking good. Here's YouTube Music, hit the Super Mix, see what we're getting. Some Epica coming home, and then you can see media on the right, maps on the left, and easy to get back home. Before leaving, I did want to check one more thing. I just wanted to make sure, so no one called it out, that turning DJX Surround or 3D Surround on didn't enable 5.1. I just tried it with DJX Surround. It didn't make a difference. Let's try it with DJX 3D Surround, just to be safe.
Audio album channel configuration test. Left. Center. Right. Left surround.
No, it's still doing the same thing.
Right surround. LFE.
Still stereo. Okay, let's get out on the road. here where the bass drum comes in, where is the power? Where is the punch? This system is more than capable of giving me an absolute gut punch on those notes and hitting me right in the chest. I mean, we've got big mid-range woofers down below here in the doors. We've got the huge subwoofer in the back. I know it has the power. Why am I not feeling the music? Why am I getting so much sound through the mid-rangers and the center speaker up front here? It doesn't make sense to me. For this next track, we're going to turn the bass all the way up, and I want to point something out to you. There's a glitch in this system. I'm going to leave the sound screen, and then I'm going to come back. I'll do it after I turn the bass up, actually. And you're going to see it turns the 3D surround on. You'll hear it switch in the music. But first, let's do the bass. Okay, so that's a pretty strong bass sound. I'm getting some ear shakeage. I'm feeling it in the seat. But again, I would expect more at this price point. Alright, so watch this. I'm going to go back to the media screen, and we're listening along, and I'm going to press sound and watch. You hear that? It just shifted over to DJX 3D Surround, and then if I click this, toggle it on, and then back off, it's back to normal. Strange issue there. Whoops. And our tracks are out of order apparently as well. Okay. My thoughts on the 24 speaker Klipsch system here in the Infiniti QX80. Here's the thing. If you go into a showroom and you listen to this system static, you listen to the sizzle reel that they have in there, some simple bass and treble sort of music, it's really good. It's powerful. These are some impressive speakers. But something is going on with the tuning that is disappointing. I'm not getting elements of the music that I should. And the frustrating part is I'm not getting the satisfying core punch sort of elements of the music. That's what I'm really disappointed at is I could go with maybe a little bit missing in the bass or a little bit missing in the treble if I was really satisfied with the depth of the sound. But I've listened to some of my favorite music in the system, and it doesn't sound right. It's missing certain elements. Then you get into the fact we don't have 5.1 surround support, which I'm still waiting on confirmation from Infiniti to see if we do or not, but I wasn't able to get it to work with my tests, so I'm going to go with no. And I also want to point out that if you have surround off, if you're listening to the music true to recording, there are 8 speakers in this car that you're not utilizing. So really, this is more like an 8, what would that be? A 16 speaker system, which is fine. I mean, all you really need is a good mid-range. Right here, you got the mid-range, the woofer, the tweeter, a center, and then a subwoofer in the back. You can have a fantastic system. So I'm not saying you would need more speakers, but I'm just kind of pointing that out. Then you have some of the glitches that we've had, both with the odd situation with the phone call coming in where you're still getting your music blasted and you can't adjust the volume, and then also the sound settings screen, the way that glitches, and then the fact that we're missing out on a 5 or a 9 band equalizer, any of the fun audio modes, kind of those gimmicks, just all of it coming together to be a less than impressive system. So for me, I mean, it's good. It's better than your average sound system. It's coming in, I guess, an A-, B+. It's a big step down from the previous system that we had in the Infiniti QX80. That Bose Premium Series system was one of my favorites. It was really, really good. It's very well balanced, very strong, a very pure, solid sound. Not getting that with this system. So thank you all so much for watching. If you do want to see more on the Infiniti QX80, check the link below, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from DM Sound, and as always, drive on.
I just feel right when everything's right and waiting for the clear. Thankful I'm alive, but terrified of dying. But hey, I'm still here. Is it?
I am really, really surprised and impressed with this 17 speaker audio system here. It's doing everything right. I was driving around doing the members only sound test earlier, listening to my own music and songs I was familiar with and requests and everything. And I thought to myself, well, what would I improve on this system? And outside of the infotainment, the answer is nothing. We listen to a track like this Homeworld Collapse, and it's got low-end drive for those bass drum hits and the bass guitar. It's got nice, high, crisp sounds that are coming all around me, but mostly focused in front with center point off. I'm really happy with it. What I'm not happy with is this Escape who can't figure out how they want to drive. But other than that, I'm really happy with how this is all sounding. It's really well balanced and really well mixed and powerful. Right there where the bass drum comes in, where is the power? Where is the punch? This system is more than capable of giving me an absolute gut punch on those notes and hitting me right in the chest. I mean, we've got big mid-range woofers down below here in the doors. We've got the huge subwoofer in the back. I know it has the power. Why am I not feeling the music? Why am I getting so much sound through the mid-rangers and the center speaker up front here? It doesn't make sense to me.